Can you tell us about an unusual case?
I could tell you about hundreds and hundreds, but I went to a fibromyalgia support group one afternoon and gave a little talk to about 14 attendees, one man and 13 ladies. I talked about Bowen and told them about it and what I did, and I said I needed somebody to sit in a chair because I didn't bring a table. And I was going to do that standing up procedure that Milton showed me, sitting in a chair instead, along with the low back, upper back, neck, to just demonstrate the moves and the procedures to the group. So this man gets up, he says, I want to be in the chair, come on. So he runs up to the front of the room, sits in the chair, facing the back of the chair, leaving me his back exposed to me. And I did Milton's moves up the back, and then I did the lower back moves that you're learning, upper back moves, and the beginning of the neck. And I paused for a little timeout. I explained some stuff to the group, and he said, "Hey, I can feel heat coming out of my back." And I said, "That's not too unusual. It's part of what happens with the treatment." So I did a couple of things, and he said, I feel tingling and itching down my legs and into my feet." And I said, "That's not too unusual." And I finished up, and he stood up and he said, "Oh, my back. My neck doesn't hurt. My back doesn't. I can feel my socks with my toes. My feet are up." No. And I said, "Oh, that's great." He says, "I want to make an appointment. I want to lay on the table and get a full session." So he made an appointment the next week. And when he got there, I was working on him, and as we're doing the full sequence that you're learning, he told me a story. And about 10 years before, he developed back pain. And his family doc sent him to neurology because he had this peripheral neuropathy plus the back. And so the neurologist worked him up and said, I'm not sure what you got. Here's some medication. And then eventually had the back spread into his neck. And then he went back to the neurologist. He sent him to Wake Forest. And Wake Forest neurologist, the head Fred, he said, I think you've got fibromyalgia. And so here, takes this. He gave him OxyContin. And the guy found that if he mixed the OxyContin with alcohol, he got a better buzz. And that's how he was dealing with his pains for 12 to 10 years before I met him. The 9 years before, he lost his job, almost lost his marriage. His life was in shambles because of the drugs and the alcohol. And about a year before I met him, he went through rehab and got off the drugs and alcohol. And he was just living with a back and the low neck pain and his neuropathy in his feet. And I said, "Something wrong with this picture." I fixed him in 5 minutes sitting in a chair. Just like I told you, Milton would kind of fix people standing in his living room with that standing up procedure for a period of time or sometimes forever with just something so simple. And I said, the medical people are really missing the boat. Massage people or physical therapists, chiropractors, they're missing a big piece to the healthcare puzzle because they don't know about this. I didn't know about it until I knew about it. And I said, this is bizarre. So I gave him this full treatment, and I've never seen him since. But he did write me a letter recounting and telling me all about all of his tales and travels and thanking me for fixing him that day at the fibromyalgia group with 5 minutes of treatment.
That's awesome.
So